Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Welcome back to another episode of Calvin's Got Game. Glad to have you back. This is my top 10 games of June. The only problem is I didn't play 10 games in June. We were on vacation, I had some family illnesses going on, so I didn't get as many games in as I wanted, but I'm going to give you the top 7 games that I played in June, and we'll go from there. Usually I have some honorable mentions, but I don't have any of those this month either. So, let's start with my number 7. Number 7 is a little game called Pairs, and it's from Cheap Ass Games. This game it's really fun. It's for 2 to 8 players. Takes about 15 minutes to play. You're just trying not to pair up. It's a new classic pub game, it says. If you guys can pick up Pairs somewhere, if you're killing time somewhere at a restaurant where you're waiting for your meal, at a bus stop, wherever, this game right here will do it for you. Cheap Ass Games, Pairs. That was my number 7. Number 6 is Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering is the Arenas of the Planeswalker. Never been a real big fan of Magic. I'm sure I'll get some hate mail for that or some comments, but I'm just not a Magic player. This game is from Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. It's for 2 to 5 players. You're basically playing Magic with miniatures. Basically is what it is. It's not a bad game, but Magic the Gathering, Arena of the Planeswalker, 2 to 5 players from Hasbro and WizKids. My number 6. My number 5. King of Tokyo by Yellow Games. This is how many players does this go? 2 to 6. 2 to 6 takes about 30 minutes to play. You're playing monsters like King of the Hill, kind of. You're trying to stay on top or stay in Tokyo to score more points, and you're fighting with each other, battling out as these big monsters. That's King of Tokyo, my number 6, by Yellow Games. I'm sorry, my number 5. King of Tokyo was my number 5. My number 4 game was Dig Down Dwarf. I kickstarted this, or I contributed on Kickstarter. I didn't kickstart it myself, but this is a Grey Gnome Games. It's from, I don't know how, oh, here it is, 2 to 6 players. It takes about 20 minutes. What you're doing is you're these dwarves trying to collect these gems, and whoever has the most gems and the value of those wins the game. And like I said, it takes about 20 minutes, 2 to 6 players. Grey Gnome Games, my number 4, Dig Down Dwarf. Say that 5 times fast. Alright, my number 3, Dice of Crowns. You guys know I like this. This is the little bag it comes in. It's a little bitty mint tin, Dice of Crowns. This is a 15 to 20 minute game for 2 to 6 players. It's kind of a take that, you roll the dice, you can give dice to some other people to try to mess them up. Sometimes you roll the dice, you'll get a crown, you get to keep it yourself and still mess them up. This game is pretty neat. It's a little dice game, Dice of Crowns. This is by Thing 12 Games. I always call them 12 Thing Games, but it's Thing 12 Games. 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 6 players. My number 3, Dice of Crowns. I'll stick it over here. I'll worry about putting it in a box later. My number 2, a little bit bigger game than Dice of Crowns, is Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. It's 1 to 5 players from Fantasy Flight. The miniatures in this game are pretty awesome. I'm not going to open it up and show you. I just wanted to change the box around because it drives me crazy when the box doesn't match up with the back. But Mansions of Madness is that H.P. Lovecraft still kind of game with Cthulhu. but Fantasy Flight put this game out. You have to have the app to use this as second edition, so there's an app on the iOS or the Android that you use with it. It helps you play the game. 1 to 5 players, Fantasy Flight. This game takes a little bit to play. It could be anywhere from, I want to say, an hour to 3 hours, depending on what scenario you're playing. So this is a great game. It's in the Arkham Horror Files. Mansions of Madness, my number 2. Like that game. My number 1 for June, top 10 games played, is Nevermore. Nevermore is by Smirk and Dagger. 3 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes to play. This game, you're trying to collect certain things, and sometimes there's ravens in there. If you collect all 5 ravens, something great happens. If you get stuck with ravens, something bad happens. If you don't have 5, there's fighting, there's getting victory points, there's light magic, shadow magic. There's all kinds of things in this box. Smirk and Dagger, you can tell by the name of the company, there's always a jab to somebody. You're smiling at their face and hitting them with a dagger to the back. Smirk and Dagger makes this game, like I said, 3 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes. Nevermore is my number 1 game. Guys, thanks for watching Calvin's Got Game. Please comment, please subscribe, tell your friends, share it, and I also want to tell you about some folks I met on my travels. I met a group of people that talk about movies. If you like movies, I want you to check out Kinda, Sort of, Maybe. I'll put the title of their channel, YouTube channel, in the description of this video. Guys, if you like movies, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy them. And by all means, get a board game to the table, enjoy your friends, and enjoy your family. Thanks for watching Calvin's Got Game.